This is Kidum, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching DTX-TV. That's why this was a little bit complicated to me. But DTX-TV, you are watching now. And you are watching me on TV. Bless you.
Zamani nilidhani mwanaume akipoteza kasi ndiyo chungu ndiyo mnyonge, kumbe mapenzi ndiyo sumu kali.
On this episode, we'll feature an artist who came all the way from Africa to live his dream. This is Kidum. Welcome to DTX-TV. I'm Rosemel Lope. Welcome, Kidum.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you, and at least we'll talk more about what I do.
Yes.
Life.
Well, before we get on ahead, let's talk about where you're from. You're from Burundi.
Yes, I'm from Burundi. Republic of Burundi it's a country, very small country near DRC, near Congo, and the neighboring country is Tanzania, Rwanda, and Lake Tanganyika. Yes.
And tell me a little bit about your childhood, how you grew up.
Okay, I grew up in northern Bujumbura. At the age of 10, I started playing drums. At the age of 16, I started learning how to play guitar. Then when I was 19, 18, something like that, I joined the band, my first band, which was in the suburb. So it was like a suburb band, a slum band where I was born. So in that band I spent a couple of years. After that I went and joined a ruling party. On that period, a ruling party band. I mean, it was the band to praise the ruling party, to praise the leaders. That was what we used to do. So after that, in 1994, I decided to start, me and my fellow students, we decided to start a band. We called it Electric Power. Then it lasted only 1 year because of war. In 1995, I decided to come to Kenya as a refugee. Then from that time up to now, I'm still there playing music as my career.
Do you feel like music really let you out of that struggle that what Burundi was going through? And talk to us a little bit about how kind of that changed your path to who you are today.
Okay, you know, if I didn't go to Nairobi or to go to music industry, I would have become a rebel fighter or an army. I would have joined the army. So because I have to do one of those two things, either to join the rebels or to join the army. But that was not my dream, to take a gun and getting orders from a superior and start fighting. So I decided to use my voice to at least to bring my country in a ceasefire. So fortunately, my first recorded song I did in Nairobi 1999. It was talking about peace, reconciliation. That song made me who I am today. In Burundi, they discovered me. They say he's in Kenya. And you know, when we were in Kenya, we thought we were going to go back home maybe after 2 months, 3 months. So all of us, all Burundian communities, most of us used to have a small radio to listen to BBC, to listen to VOA, thinking that maybe that war will last only 2 months. But it didn't happen. So some of us decide to accept the reality that we are refugees and we need to make it where we are. So I'm one of them.
Now, when you transitioned to Kenya, how did you get connected to the people you needed to get connected to start your music?
Okay, that time in Nairobi, we used to have police officers arresting us. They used to, I don't know how, I have to find one and ask him how they used to recognize us.
Because you were from Burundi and they were trying to kind of send you back, or why were they arresting?
No.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot blame them. In Kenya, there was so many refugees from Somalia, from South Sudan, from Burundi, from Rwanda, from DR Congo. So all of us, we were there. And the place was congested, Nairobi was congested, so they had to take measures at least to secure their town.
Right. Okay.
So by arresting refugees and send them to Kakuma, near Sudan.
Right.
So many times I was arrested, and so many times I was released.
Yeah.
So, but the amazing point, what I'm trying to make a point here, how did they recognize us? Because we look like you people,
yes.
And yet they could tell this guy is from Burundi and this guy is from Rwanda. These are Somali. Somalis, they are easy. You can tell them. Exactly. You can tell when you see a Somali or an Ethiopian. And we used to have Ethiopians also in Kenya. So many refugees, but I don't know what happened. I found myself spending 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, waiting for the war to finish in Burundi.
Yes. Because your intention was to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very much attached to my country. I wanted to go back, and I was among those people who don't accept the reality that things have changed. You need to accept the reality. You are a refugee. You need to accept that you are in Kenya. So try to make it or die.
Right. Yeah.
So music was my #1 tool, and I had to make it. I had to be better. I had to perform. I had to do miracles. I had to push my brain to think a lot. So this is what happened. Fortunately, I was accepted in Kenya. They say, we know he's from Burundi. We know that he's not from here, but we love him. He represents this country, and he loves staying here.
Yeah.
Because after I tell my heart, listen, I will die here now. Most of us wanted to come to America. Some of us wanted to go to Australia. You know this resettlement thing?
Yes.
Yeah, people used to get that, but I wasn't lucky to have that. But I decided to make it where I am. You know, you are in a desert. Yes. You need to check that desert in a prosperous area.
Yes.
So that is what happened.
Now talk to us about your first hit, when you first heard your music and you knew that you were heading to a successful place.
Yeah, I went in a studio. That studio was in a container in Adams. You are a Kenyan, you know what I mean.
Yes.
Adams Arcade in a place called Woodley. To my friend's studio. The guy, his name is Maurice Oyando. Because I used to go to other studios, they say, okay, you want to record? Are you able to pay this much? I say, I have that money, I've saved that money. Okay, can you sing your song? We want to hear. So when I start singing, they say, okay, you know that language is not from here. We don't understand what you are singing.
So which language were you singing?
I was singing Kirundi.
Kirundi, okay.
It was a reconciliation song.
Okay.
I wanted to reconcile people.
Yes.
I wanted to because I'm from a father who is a Hutu and a mother who is a Tutsi. So for me, it was ridiculous to see how people are killing each other just because of their ethnic belonging. So my aim was to reconcile them. So I did that song. Maurice Oyando is the one who gave me the chance to record, despite I was paying. But he said, okay, you record to my place. It was in one container. So the first time I hear myself on CD,
yes,
I was almost crying. I was almost crying. It was so emotional. But I had this fear that if people misunderstood this song, it would be the end of me.
Yeah.
Because it was pointing direct the act of killing. It was condemning this act of killing and hatred which I saw myself in Burundi, and which everyone witnessed in Rwanda. This hatred where you think of getting a machete and kill your brother, kill your neighbor, and the same neighbor, you were very okay before this politics, very okay. Your children used to go to see her children or his children. You know, you were exchanging.
You were a community.
Yes,
right? Yes.
exchanging very well in this social cohabitation. So for me it was a shock to see how things are becoming worse each and every day. So my aim was to reconcile them. So I called on a pastor to come and pray for me, because if this song was misunderstood, I'm telling you, that period, maybe the government officers on intelligence, they will be after me and maybe make me disappear. So the song, because of that prayer, it helped me, and the song were very well received in Burundi until I was invited by the president himself, who was starting the campaign of peace process.
Yes.
So when I went there, and at the airport I cried, because I remember getting to Kenya, it wasn't easy from Burundi, walking like 40 kilometers, getting a bus and move out that bus, because some people were killing. They have put barriers everywhere. So every car searching people of different ethnic groups and kill them. So again, walking by foot like another 20 kilometers till Tanzania. From Tanzania, get a train, kwa mzigo, cargo. We go with that train for 3 days to Dar es Salaam. From Dar es Salaam, coming to Nairobi, I had to borrow a ticket to Burundian embassy, which was in Dar es Salaam. And let me tell you the truth, to lie, to get that ticket, I had to lie. So I was given the ticket by the ambassador himself. So I went to Nairobi. So it was very emotional to me to see.
Because it was coming full circle for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
because getting to Nairobi as a refugee,
yeah,
living that miserable life, coming back home as a hero,
right,
with a red carpet, and everyone chanting Kidum, Kidum, Kidum in a stadium of 20,000 people,
wow,
to sing that song.
Including
From that time,
yeah,
I became a star in Burundi.
Wow.
And I praise the Lord for that. Yes.
So now, is your message still the same when it comes to your music, or are you seeing the times of how music is changing in Kenya and doing, adjusting your music to that genre, the different genres that are there?
Okay. From that period, from that step of singing peace song, now there is peace. The government is in place. Peace agreement were signed. The ceasefire were there. Elections were held in Burundi. Now we are going to a second election after war. So things about peace, security is not my problem anymore. Each one of us in Burundi is tasting now the fruit of peace.
Yes.
So me now, I'm in love phenomenon, life phenomenon. That is what I see.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you give us a small sample of something new that you're working on, or one of your?
Okay, there is a new one which is already out. The name is Halina Mali. You want me to sing?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Watakucha wakijipodo wakijirembesha na mavazi yao, nakubali kweli ni moto moto yanavutia, lakini usiwe na hofu, kwako mimi sipanduki, usitishwe baby na kelele za umbu. Mimi na wewe tuko ndani kwenye shandarua la mapenzi. Umbitapiga kelele lakini kamwe itoboi. Umeteta kama napenda kutazama viumbe kina dada. Nasema pole, nitarekebisha. Kukupoteza mpenzi, ntaruka kichwa. Umenijali kwa hali na mali. Hakuna mwengine atanipa penzi lako. Penzi lako.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you
trying
so
to
much.
tell my baby, when I'm on stage, women come with their cameras and they are well dressed and they are sexy. But you know, no one can not turn my mind on you, because you know this mosquito net. A mosquito come and shout, making noise around, but it doesn't enter inside that mosquito net.
Right.
So it is our love. No one cannot enter, penetrate. No one cannot penetrate and start being disturbance.
Yes.
Because our love is strong. So don't worry.
That is nice.
I'm with you all the way.
Thank you so much.